Hey everybody, hope that you're doing well. So I took my happiness to the bookstore today when I should have sat it down in this house. But that's what happens when you're stuck in the house all day, and it was so beautiful today. I had to get out. First, I went to Lowe's and bought some new flower babies to put outside. You know, there's nothing wrong with home improvement. And I made sure to get perennials. Got some new family members. Isn't she beautiful? Hey, pretty girl. And I got an azalea, some sedge, a beautiful orange canna lily, and some border flowers that I'm going to sit out. And I think I'm done adopting. I think I reached my capacity. Don't look at my toes. After I did that, I came in. I didn't plant them. I bought them. I came in, I sat down, started watching a little bit of TV, said, oh, I can record a couple of videos. Oh, you know what? I could just make a quick run to the bookstore to see if they got a couple of things. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got. I did get a deal. All the books I'm going to show you average to about $4 each. So let me show you what I got. I sprayed everything down with Lysol. I wiped every book with Clorox wipes. Washed my hands really good. Just want to let you know. I did sanitize all these books. The first one, Invisible Life. You know, because I was just saying on the video where I was celebrating Elan's birthday that I didn't have his first book, so now I do. Oh, I'm sorry, for those of you who don't know, Elan Harris was one of my favorite authors. He passed away several years ago. He was an openly gay author, and he wrote about bisexuality and homosexuality in contemporary fiction, very different from Baldwin. His was more messy, like, you know, the fun kind of mess that, you know, like I like to read. So yeah, this was his first novel, and so I got my hands on it. Next is Now is the Time to Open Your Heart by Alice Walker. I never heard about this book, and so when I saw Alice Walker, it was an instant buy for me. I have no idea what it's about. Kate has always been a wanderer, a well-published author, married many times. She's lived a life rich with explorations of the natural world and the human soul. Now at 57, she leaves her lover Yolo to embark on a new excursion, one that begins on the Colorado River, proceeds through the past, and flows inexorably into the future. As Yolo begins his own parallel voyage, Kate encounters celibates and lovers, shamans and snakes, memories of family disaster and marital discord, and emerges at a place where nothing remains but love. That sounds pretty good. Okay, Alice. Let's see. Ida B, a novel by Karen Quinones Miller. I have read something by her in the past. I'm thinking this is probably a young adult book. I'm not sure. Ida B, a novel. It's not about Ida B. Wells. At first I thought that, but I think it's about, the description's too long to read, but it's about Ida B. Wells Barnett Tower. It is, it looks like the projects in Harlem. There are a lot of different residents there, and I think this story takes us through the lives of several residents in those projects. So, My Soul to Keep, Tanana Radoo. I read this years ago, and I always wanted to get my hands on my own copy, so I've got it. This one is in a series she wrote about African immortals, and the main character is a journalist, I think. Yeah, Jessica. She's married to DeWitt. He's an immortal. He has an ancient thirst for, whose ancient thirst for wisdom leads him to break the first commandment of his kind, to not fall in love. Together they are about to pay the ultimate price for their ambition and their desire. So, like I said, it was years ago when I read this book, and when I saw it, I was like, how can I not grab it? This one is The Black Rose by Tanana Radoo. My book club read this book and I really did like it. It's the story of Madam C.J. Walker. Very different from the Netflix movie that we saw. So I would say if you want a different take on C.J. Walker's life and a lot more detailed information, give this book a try. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought she wrote that very well. This one is The Other Westmore, One Name, Two Fates. The chilling truth is that his story could have been mine. The tragedy is that my story could have been his. Wes Moore. Anyway, that one looks like it's going to be good. And y'all know I don't really read nonfiction. So I might save this one for Nonfiction November. How about that? Yeah. So I've already got a book to read. I'm going to blame Dee Dee and Peta for me buying this book. They got in my pockets. This one is Jamaica Kincaid, and it is Annie John. So I saw that, there are some conversations about Jamaica Kincaid, and one, if not both of them, mentioned this book. So when I saw it, I had to get it. Collection of short stories. So yeah, look forward to reading that. And I love that it's a short book. Yes, my favorite part about it. Freeform Lady. You talked about this book so much, so when I saw it on the shelf, I knew I had to grab it. It's Mama Day by Gloria Naylor. And Freeform Lady, has said that this is, I think one of her favorite novels. Timeless yet indelibly authentic, Gloria Naylor's Mama Day is set on the Georgia Sea island of Willow Springs, where people still use only herbal medicine and honor ancestors who came over as slaves. On Willow Springs lives Mama Day, a matriarch who can call up lightning storms and sees secrets in her dreams. But all of Mama Day's powers are tested when her great niece, a stubbornly emancipated woman, finds her life and soul in danger from the island's darker forces. Mama Day is a powerfully generational saga, at once tender and suspenseful, overflowing with magic and common sense. Ooh, that one sounds good. This book is The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Diffenbaugh. I read this book years ago and I liked it so much. The way she writes there's a lot of prose in this book. This is definitely literary fiction. It's about a young woman. Let's see. So, Acacia for secret love, daffodil for new beginnings, wisteria for welcome, and camellia for my destiny is in your hands. In Victorian times, the language of flowers was used to convey romantic expressions, but for Victoria Jones, it's been more useful in communicating mistrust and solitude. After a childhood spent in the foster care system, she is unable to get close to anybody, and her only connection to the world is through flowers in their meetings. Y'all know how much I love flowers, right? Now 18 and emancipated from the system with nowhere to go, Victoria realizes she has a gift for helping others through the flowers she chooses for them. But an unexpected encounter with a mysterious stranger has her questioning what's been missing in her life. And when she's forced to confront a painful secret from her past, she must decide whether it's worth risking everything for a second chance at happiness. If you like literary fiction and you like just a good story about women and friendships, you might really like this book. So, yeah. And the last book, let's see. I wish I could say her name the way Dee Dee does, but I can't. So, I'm going to just say Edwidge Danticat. And this is The Dew Breaker. And I have no idea what it's about. I just know that Peta and Didi have been talking about Edwidge. I have Breath, Eyes, Memory. I read that years ago when I started a book club at my church. I was like in my early to mid 20s, I think mid 20s or something like that, way back then. That's the only book I've read by her. So when I saw this one, I thought, you know what, I'll pick it up and give it a try. I was looking for Crick Crack, but they didn't have that one, so I got this one. We meet him late in life, a quiet man, a good father and husband, a fixture in his Brooklyn neighborhood, a landlord and barber with a terrifying scar across his face. As the book unfolds, moving seamlessly between Haiti in the 1960s and New York City today, we enter the lives of those around him and learn that he has also kept a vital, dangerous secret. Edwidge Danticat's brilliant exploration of the do-breaker, or torturer, is an unforgettable story of love, remorse, and hope, of personal and political rebellions, and of the compromises we make to move beyond the most intimate brushes with history. It firmly establishes her as one of America's most essential writers. So, that seems interesting. And it's a short book. Yay! Okay, so that's all I got. So as far as Friday Reads is concerned, I'm still making my way through Kintu or Chintu. And I am also still reading Stamped from the Beginning. I'm far behind in both books, but I'm making some progress, and that's all that matters. So I hope you enjoyed this book haul video and this Friday Reads quick update. And I'll see you later in another video. Until next time, everybody, keep reading. Bye-bye.